Hello, Graybeard here, and welcome to the channel. Hopefully you'll enjoy this video, and if you do, please click that like button. Helps a feller out. Comment too. Every interaction helps. And think about subscribing. In fact, I hope you do. We're going to ride the Polarna today, X-01. Give you a good look at it. It's a little badging on there, X-01. Got the white Wall Street treads on it. Dual shocks and springs in the back. Pretty slick little ride. I can say this one's a little pricier than the X50 from Jansno, but yeah, it's got its own little thing going. Both of them do about the same thing though. It's how much you want to spend. Anywho's, I got a new contraption. I'm extending this because in my last video I noticed it didn't seem like I gave you much view above the handlebars, and I hate that. I wished I'd have paid attention. This puts it out from my chest, and I can look down and actually see how much you're viewing. We're going to see how stable it is for the ride though. If there's too much bouncing around, we'll we'll do something about it. Only thing is, there's 3 knuckles on it now. That's what I'm calling them, the little joints. And I'm trying to make sure you can still see the speedo and all that. Oh, I need to turn the battery on. Oh, I need to close the garage door. Good thing I remembered that kickstand. But yeah, I don't know for sure, but in my next video we might take another ride on the Beast. It's been a while. And I put the new mirrors on it. I ain't even tried them out. And the rack, I need to raise that seat up to ride it though. That's why it seems like it's a little too close to the tire. But yeah, for me to ride it, I actually need to raise that seat up so it won't be so close to the tire anyway. I just got it set like that to hang. And I put that rack on there because the seat shell underneath the padding and everything is plastic, and it was pulling on it a little bit, you know, making it misformed or whatever. But I'm hoping that this will give you a view of everything. I was trying to get this down a little lower, but it doesn't seem like it's working. But with this contraption, you can still see plenty of the road anyway, and still see the speedos and whatnot. But let's get started. I got a kitty cat that needs to move out the way. Watch out, Church. I'm just going to go through. You can get back in your spot. If y'all noticed the reference, Church, he's gray. Tell me what movie that's from. My hip's been bothering me here lately for the last few weeks. My mirrors are still in check. We're going to go up that same mountain though, and trying to give you optimal view up here and still see these. I'm cursed with long eyelashes. This shouldn't tamper with the wind noise since I'm using the mic system. Well, you can really tell the difference on this Polarna when you shift gears. And now, well, no, that's not what I messed with. I messed with the battery thingy. When I thought I was trying to up the top speed, hopefully this ain't bouncing too much. It does bounce a little bit. But the reason why I used it, just a little riser thingy, I guess you'd call it, is to try to get you up where you can see the scenery better. Because we're going to go up this hill, and I'm hoping it'll give you more of a realistic view of the scenery. I remembered to shift down. Weird, huh? Oh. This left hip, it's right when you go to straighten it all the way out, right almost at the part where you straighten it all the way out. No mishap this time. Good news, huh? Woohoo! Yeah, it does bounce a little more. I did have it higher up. I had 2 more knuckles on it, trying to raise you up even higher. I took 2 of them out to see if it still would work. So that way I can look down and check it. We're right at the hill, right where that car's turning in. Hopefully my hip won't give me too much trouble. But yeah, I accidentally left that Jansno in pedal assist 3 most of the way up this hill, so hopefully I can make it up the hill better. Oh, I was wondering why my pedaling wasn't assisting. Woohoo! Yeah, I was viewing the footage of the last video, and I noticed it seemed like it was taking longer to get up this hill. I forgot, yeah, I left it in pedal assist 3 most of the way. Woohoo! Whew. Yeah, my hip, I can feel it a little bit. Now I'm trying to make it all the way to the top like last time. Whew. Can I make it? Whew. I'm hoping you're getting a better view. My hip. Whew. That's a heck of a climb, though. Give you an idea. It's quite steep right here. Try to walk it up. Comes the car. let you watch it. It's pretty steep. Yes, we're showing full bars. Now we did a little ride on it. And then we did that little competition. Between the two bikes. And whew. It was still showing full bars. But now it's down to 3. But this is how steep this hill is. And that's why it takes so long to get up it. Whew. My hip wasn't bothering me. I think I could have made it. Whew. See, when we started walking, we was below the floor level of that house. Now I'm above the roof. Whew. That's a heck of a workout, especially for an old decrepit fart. Whew. Some kind of bee or wasp trying to mess with me. Whew. Whew. Yeah, I'm still surprised that went down to 3 bars. Whew. Yeah, I might need to check the pads on this bike soon. And when I do go to change them, I wanted you to see the view in both directions. Okay, this is this view, right? You can see a lot more of that mountain now. Let's walk back just a hair. Get over on this side. So you can see the road. How it, and then it cuts that way and goes down even more. Whew. I'm contemplating putting you back on the regular just a chesty. Whew. I'm plumb tuckered, I tell you. Huh. Gotta get this thing to break free. There we are. See if I can throw this in my pocket. Hopefully I can. Nowhere else to put it. Oh. But I'll make sure I got it up all the way. Whew. I'm still tuckered. I need to make better life choices, though. This should have you up straighter than I did last time. Thought I heard another car coming. I hear something. Anyways, I think it's actually easier for me to start on this side of the bike and hike my leg up. Yeah, it's a lot easier. I tend to hike my right leg up first, though. But start down the hill. Whew. Oop. Yeah, the way this one kicks in, it just almost seems like it's got more power, but we know it doesn't. That little competition showed us they're very, very equal. Woohoo! There's something that just went in them bushes. I don't know what. It could be a deer, it could be anything. You will see deer around here right in the middle of town. And believe it or not, the other bikes seem to hold better coming down this hill. I am really pulling on these brakes. Yeah, that other bike actually stops better. It makes me wish I had coaster brakes. Whew. I'm gonna have to check. I might be down. You can hear that back brake. It might be the pads. You hear it? Yeah, I can't put up with that through the ride. Let's get up here. It's the rear caliper, rear rotor making that noise. Might have done run, but the front brake should run out first usually. But these don't seem to be wanting to stop as good as the I don't know what that daggone. This thing here got some kind of motor doing something. It's freaking weird. But anyway, let's look at this rotor. Yeah, she's getting hot. It's not scarring or nothing. See. Yeah, no scarring that I know of. Woo, she is hot. You can see the trying to show you here. You can see the rotor going between the two little pads, and they look like they still got plenty of brake pad on them, so I ain't got nothing to worry about. I don't know what that little motor is on that pole in that box. Maybe one of y'all can bleep bloop it and tell me. You can tell you're getting old when you start to sound like a transformer getting up. But yeah, hopefully I got this thing up high. That's as high as I can get it to get you a view over top the instrumentation. But yeah, I figured coming down the hill we'd go this way. Yeah, them brakes was getting hot. Yeah, like I say, on the front, I think it's 160 millimeter. And on the back is 180 millimeter, if I'm not mistaken, or vice versa, one or the other. I know one of them's a little bit bigger than the other on the rotor sides. Pretty much the same calipers, I believe. This Dairy Queen must close early. There's some people in there, but maybe they're still open, I don't know. Yeah, this avenue, I'm talking like 15, 20 years ago, was hopping. Oh, yeah, it ain't near as busy down through here as it used to be. And I hate that, because all these businesses on the avenue are hurting from it. Yeah, everything's going more to where that Walmart is that I take you by on the in Bluefield, Virginia. Back itching. Need to cross this street. Yeah, the ride on this is a lot better than the one on the Jan's know but you know, $400 or $500 more bike, you know. So you're paying for it. You're not getting it for free. All righty. Woohoo! Watch when I hit the throttle and when I let off at the speedometer. It jumps up 3-4 miles per hour. Let off, drops. That's the only thing I don't like about this bike. I don't know what causes that. Maybe one of y'all can bleep bloop that in the comments. Tell me why it does it. I would think they could keep from doing it because the Jans don't do it, and it's a cheaper bike. So you'd think on this fancier bike, it would be more likely that they would keep it from doing it, but they don't. Like I say, different companies, different standards. Not saying Polarna don't make a good bike, because I love it. And that don't really kill me on operating the bike or nothing, you know, owning it. I love this bike, love them both. And if you haven't bought one yet, and it's in your budget, check them out. You can get the one I'm looking at seriously. It's like I say, I even mentioned it in the last video, contemplating buying one of them folding bikes. They have them with like your regular frame, like what a guy would ride, you know, what they consider what a guy would ride, and then they got step-throughs. And since I'm getting older and decrepit, I was thinking about getting a step-through. And not only that, so my better half could get on it easy. Hate it. It's weird how this was making that noise on that back rotor and then it stopped. It must have been because it heated up. It's freaking weird. I don't know what y'all are hearing in the mic because I got a lot of wind blowing by my ears. I know it just about every time I check it out on the footage, it seems to be good and clear, which I'm very happy, because the GoPro's the same way as long as you keep it on the chesty, and this mic system seems to do just as good the way I mount it. Yeah, this back spring just gives you a whole lot cushier ride than the Jans know. That's the biggest positive between the two. It's like I say, in my opinion, the Jans know has nicer wheels. It does just as good performance-wise. I do like these handlebars better too, so I guess that's another thing. There's two little things. And like I say, I didn't think I'd like the handlebars on the Jans when I bought it, but upon riding it, I have no trouble with them Jans handlebars. You lean down just a hair more, which I'd like to be more upright, as upright as possible. I forgot to shift down in my hip. My right leg is my dominant leg, and that's the hip that's bothering me, which sucks. But yeah, like I say, I don't mind them handlebars. I kind of like the sweet back feel of them too. If these had a little more of a sweet back feel, I would like them even better. It's just such beautiful scenery around here. It's just fun to ride. and not worry about going too fast. Getting passed by a hog. I don't think it's a Harley, but it's a big old bike. One we just passed by. Woohoo! Me being a bicycle, I can jump on the sidewalk and avoid being too close. Got a car approaching too. I guess I'll get on the sidewalk again. Yeah, I couldn't tell you how old this part of the sidewalk is. It's probably pretty old. It's not near as eat up and beat down as the sidewalks in Bluefield, although it's not completely smooth either. Definitely a lot more pleasant than Bluefield sidewalks, Bluefield, West Virginia. It's a little more eat out here. That's because they salted heavier on curves. But for the most part, it's intact. And it's a sidewalk. It's mainly meant for walking, not goofballs like me riding down them on a bike. And this is newer. Yeah, I think this one's the part where it starts off where it's so you can see where it's older here, and then it's newer here. Even though it's starting to stain a lot. I don't know what all these arrows are for, marking for like power lines and fuel lines for like gas and electric or whatever. But as soon as you hit the shade, man, it just, look at that mountain though. Don't that look cool? Can't tell me it don't look cool. Also comment in the comment section how much smoother the sound is without them knobbies. I much prefer street tires because I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on trails on these bikes. They'd have to have a lot more torque for me to want to hit trails and stuff. I'm hoping you're seeing a lot more above the handlebars. Oh, I think I accidentally kicked it down. Woohoo! Let's turn in here. Ride the edge of the parking lot. You saw how steep this hill looked before I started up it, right? Kicked her down to third or fourth. Looks like third on the indicator. And you just climb right up it. That motor just makes it effortless. Never took you down through these parking lots. I don't know what that guy's riding through the back end there. Yeah, I think it was third. At least that's what the indicator was showing me. It's a little bit different scenery, ain't it? Now you can really see that mountain. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. Pretty trees they got planted here. Come on. Get off the pot or poop. Dang it. Come on. Some people don't know how to act in front of other traffic. It's a white car, so it very well could be an old person. Old people like white cars for some reason. Look at that though. This is probably the best view of East River that I've given you. It's up there at the Grand Park. It's a little higher up. When you get down lower, you can really see more of the significance of this mountain. And these people need to freaking make up their mind where they're gonna freaking go. Watch, as soon as I decide to go a different way, they're gonna probably cut in and slow me down there too. Now the hill's starting to get in the way of it. But it's beautiful nonetheless. Yeah, it was real cloudy earlier. Checking out my rear tire in case it... Like I say, sometimes when you kick this throttle, sometimes it seems like it kicks harder than that Jansno. But like I say, we know it don't. Maybe the Jansno just comes on smoother, making it you know, seem less torquey. But I tell you, like I say, if you haven't rode bike in a long time and you haven't been riding because it just got to where it wasn't that fun anymore, get you an electric bike. At least 500 watts if you're on flat land. I still recommend 750. That's weird. It was green, then it turned red, and then green right back again. Didn't let the other people go. This is a busy little area. Woohoo! Didn't pedal not one bit. That's how quick this thing picks up. I swear. Might need a... Oop! That was a nice little thump. It was noisy, just not as rough as it sounded. Now, I usually see a beaver coming around this area too. I didn't see no beavers today. Maybe they're all down by the creek. Yeah, I'm assuming these brakes got hot and that's why they wasn't slowing me down as good toward the bottom of that hill. That was a little alarming. I'm facing the traffic because this side of the road has a lot more room till you get down to the bottom here. Uh-oh. Must have touched something on that screen and made it change its mind. Or asking me if I was wanting to change mine. Thought somebody was honking at me at first. Sidewalk advantage. Woohoo! Y'all should be quite familiar with this area. Of course, you was probably familiar with it up there around Walmart. I've been up there a few times. Woohoo! You hear that? Where stuff's so cracked up, it's loose. It's just sitting there. It's no longer, you know, held in place very well. I missed that little rough spot there where the concrete turned up and made a steep little ramp. Down to 2 bars. That was a decent little ride though. Not sure how far we are in the video. Figured I'd slow down as to not scare the cars that much. Ooh, we got an incident down here. Maybe I ought to avoid the situation. No, I think it's just it's not a wreck. There at that house there. Somebody must have had an emergency. It's got an ambulance backed up to it. Hopefully everyone's okay. Now, that's a nice little Honda trail bike. I'd like to have me one. Now you don't hear the tires so much, you hear the motor go wah, wah. And I'm wondering, they say the mid-drive bikes are torquier, you know, watt for watt. You know, like if I had a 750 watt mid-drive, they say it would be torquier because it works with your bicycle gears too. That's the only reason why I could figure that it's any torquier. Otherwise, I wouldn't think it'd be any torquier. Whew. Crazy cat. That's a good cat, though. All the cats we got's good. We got him. Okay, I guess I gotta tap the number in again. Same way I just did that. I was hoping you'd see the other cat. He's not out right now. He's tucked away somewhere. You're okay, church. But I'm hoping that that contraption I had on gave you a little bit more of a better view going up that hill. I contemplated, do I have the lights on? No, I think that tail light stays on the whole time you're riding. I think it's the way both of them do, if I remember correctly. But top speed today was 30 miles an hour somewhere. I'm not sure where that would have been. Coming down that hill at Walmart, maybe? I'll have to view the footage. And but yeah, I was hoping this little, I'll show you what it looks like. If you're familiar with the chesty, this here just hooks onto the chesty and raises it up a little more, and I could tilt it out too to where I could see the the screen of the camera better to see what you was viewing. Right now it's up against me and I can't see nothing. But it seems like it adds a little more, let me turn this light on. Should have done that to start with. Shut the door so you can see all of it shine, the lights. But yeah, I was hoping it gave you a better view. I don't know if this little baggie helps, but I would think, especially like if I do anything in the shop and throw sparks at it or sawdust or something, keep them from getting as dirty as they could without being in it, you know. But anywho's, I'll take you off my chesty so you can see my ugly face a minute. Yeah, I was hoping to give you a better view. Bleep bloop it in the comments what you think. If it did do any better, I might use it more. I'm trying to think of some contraption that I can run on, like mount up in these holes or something, and then like run it down the side with that same stuff I showed you. So I got more of them elbows. And I could, like, say, run it down the side of the camera and have you about my eye level so you can really see more what I'm seeing. And like when I go up them hills and I can look over and show you down over the side of the bank, where, you know, past the guardrails and stuff like that, so you can see what I see. Because you're not seeing everything, you're just seeing the flat horizon, you know, what you're seeing in the view screen. If I put you up on my helmet, I can look down there. And I tried it one time riding a scooter, putting you up top of the helmet, and it seemed like it just seemed like it was like way up there, the way it looks when you're viewing it, you know. And it just seemed weird to me. It's been a couple years since I did that. I think it was before I had this 9. I think it was when I had the 7. I mean, I still have the 7. But yeah, I was also thinking about putting one of my mounts down here somewhere and having the 7 view backwards. And that way when we're going up the hill, I can go up the hill, stop this camera, and that way I will have just started this before the 7 on here before I start the hill. Because I'm not much of an editor. You got to think about other little tricks, you know, turning cameras on and off and stuff like that. Until I finally dip in and get my toes wet in the editing, I do stuff like that to try to give you different views and stuff. You know, like when I did the competition between the bikes, I just cut the camera off and started you right back at the beginning line with the other bike, you know, stuff like that. Saves time, makes it a little more interesting, less dead spots, you know. And that video, I'm not really sure how well it did. I need to look at it. Well, I can look at it on my phone. I can go into my YouTube creator app, or whatever you call it, YouTube Studio app is what it's called. Yeah, that video on the tires when I put these white walls on this Polarna. Last I looked, I was thinking it was 50 some views. It was 20 some views. And last time I looked, it was still under 30 views. The victory ride so far is at 118. That's the clips. I'm sorry. I'll have to take you to my channel. Okay. To show on the computer, the YouTube Studio shows you a more accurate count on your views. The channel shows a more delayed count. So like it can say I got 112 views on, say, that last video from last week. I can go to the studio and it'll say 150 some views. Sometimes it's that much of a difference in the delay before they show up on my actual video. But I'm almost there. We're in the garage, so the Wi-Fi isn't as fast. closer I get to the opening, I guess I could open these doors. Let the sunlight in. You see, it's brain farting. Watch. Get past this door. It shouldn't take long because the router isn't too far away. Well, it's gonna make a liar out of me. Okay, let's do this. Maybe your internet connection's temporarily out. Yeah, it's actually saying something about the internet connection. But anyways, I'm trying to show you. Here we go. We're on my data. Yes, it don't matter if you got cable or like Verizon. I don't know if all y'all are familiar with Verizon. Not Verizon, Frontier. I think it's more local to the state of West Virginia and Virginia. The last ride from last week, I called it the Jan's No Victory Ride, like the victory lap. Only has 56 views. I'm actually kind of shocked. Sometimes I wonder if somebody's got their hand on the scale or the, throttling it down a little bit or something. I don't know. The comparison video has 332 views. That's actually pretty good for my channel. I know those are peewee numbers compared to a lot of the channels you probably watch. But for my channel, now, 5 years ago, them numbers would have been triple, quadruple that in a week or two. I got one video that has over 40,000 views. Now I know it's from 5-6 years ago, but it had most of them views before this last few years, when I swear it's like in the last 2 or 3 years that they changed the algorithm or something, especially when they started them shorts. It's like, it's hard as heck to get the views I used to get. I got, last I looked, 1,042 subscribers. Now when I moved into this house 4 years ago, I had 52 or 54 subscribers total. I got 20 times, almost 21 times the subscribers I had when I moved into this house 4 years ago, and I'm not getting the views on my channel. That's why I'm really pushing the likes, comments. I really appreciate those of you that do, that like and comment. And I hope you continue. And share. Like, comment, and subscribe if you ain't yet. And if you have, make sure you're still subscribed. Because I've seen my subscriber count go down, and then it goes back up. And after it goes back up, you can watch the active count, or whatever it says on the YouTube studio, and it doesn't show that it dropped and went back up. It just shows straight across. It's weird. And sometimes it could be just gremlins in the system, But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and do all that stuff I just mentioned. Like, comment, share. And it helps a fella out, and it's absolutely free. But yeah, enjoy.